Haha! My mic is on now. Sorry about that. I was just starting to think. I was just starting my usual introduction that I was like, wait, I feel like I forgot something. Ah, there we go. Just thought of it just as you mentioned it, Guitar. Thank you for looking out for me, though. Thank you very much. But yes, we're continuing our game of Vampire today. Doesn't help that the dude's an, I think, mathematician and plays games with the spreadsheets. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that would make things so boring for that. Very fitting for the game. I was sitting here, I was looking around my desk. It's like, okay, I can get like a nice something white, stick it under my collar here, make it look a little more priestly. And then put a cross near me as well, so this way I'm all ready to ward against the vampires. One thing about this shirt though is apparently at some point I lost a button here, so I have to have the top one done, otherwise I look like an 80s porn star or something with it spread out over here. Chest hair hanging out everywhere. Don't think any of you want to see that. So we're saving you that sight, doing up that top button there. Star of David, come on. Well, you know, to each their own. But I personally haven't come across anything saying vampires being afraid of the Star of David, though. End up with a Fabio look. Oh, I see. Alright, so we have just gone to the hospital. Now, this is apparently where things actually start opening up in the world. These crosses in the films, but the truth is literally detonate with the Star of David. Oh, I see how it is. Now, I'll apologize ahead of time. I might be a little bit more loopier than normal, as I decided to put 3 or 4 shots in with my rum today. So it's hitting me pretty well, because I didn't eat too heavy of a supper. It's always nice. Alright, so we were exploring around on the first floor. We talked to most people, but got a lot of this area filled out. The administrator did not want to talk to us yet. In with your rum, so you're drinking rum spiked with rum. See? That's how nicely it's hitting me right now. Yeah, rum and coke. There we go. I'm using Kraken. Love that stuff. So good. Shave the pretentious beard. But it shows my prestigiousness within the society. All the doctors are wearing a beard just like so. I was reading, because I pre-ordered this game like 20 minutes before it actually released. All thanks to you, PD. I never even thought about this game until there's ads going around, and then all of a sudden you go shout out, hey, is anybody looking at this? Ooh, here's a message. Dr. Swansea's message. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the 2nd floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. Do they know? Do they know I'm a vampire? I also gave orders to let you rest. Oh, of course, this is Dr. Swansea. Duh. I was thinking it was one of his aides. I wasn't paying too much attention to the actual name. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy. You'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with the scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. Kraken's great. It's fun to trick people into shooting it. Ooh, the yellow stuff locker. Yes! Yes, I did read about that because I was wondering where the hell my DLC stuff was. So I looked that up, and now that I'm here, it's in my locker. I'm looking very forward to going in there because I do like that outfit. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand that you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edward Griffith. Ooh, I know his middle name. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Akon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. I'm gonna slip into his room at night, cuddle up to him in the bed. Hey baby. So these notes you left me, they got me thinking. Alright, locker. There it is. Alright, let's change. You can upgrade your weapons using workbenches. Aw, yeah. Got my nice cap going. I like this. Can I zoom out? There we go. It's a little better. Ooh, look at this fancy stuff. These fancy. Ooh. Ooh, like it. I apparently got some new weapons as well. Even more protection. It's just going downhill from here, guitar. Just wait till you hear how I speak. Now, as much as I love the used scythe, Dragonbane. This ancient sword with a Latin phrase engraved on the blade had been forged in Wales during the 16th century and belonged to Pallas Orleanus, founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. Legend says he had this blade forged before he chose the path of exile and left England. Oh my god. Left England with his people. Dragonbane has been passed to each new primate of the Brotherhood. May have been used in secret ceremonies. Ooh. When a primate was sent on the path of war to defeat a hostile creature. The sacred sword was supposedly lost during the schism between the Brotherhood and the Guardian of Pruin during the middle of the 19th century. Seems a few copies may have made, but this is the true and original Dragonbane. Ooh, excellent. What kind of upgrades? Oh, what kind of upgrades we got here? Damaged. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits? Oh man. Oh man. Oops. Alright, we want that. And then we also got Barker. Nicknamed because of the noise produced when firing and the shape of its large muzzle. Yes, you won't worry about reading too much about that one. It's not history. No, I can't test them out here. I should probably make sure that I refilled my ammunition. Okay, here we are. Oh, hey, this is where we can craft. Alright, so this is our crafting bench that we get in our room. Do I have enough to craft this up? Yes, I do. Beautiful. From 75 up to 90. Oh, yes, please. Now, you see, I do like damage. And with that much damage right now, I mean, if I keep going up with that, because I can still bite. And I have been getting levels up, so this way I'm getting more blood as I'm biting. I'm thinking I may just stick with damage after all instead of blood points. Oh, the blood absorption is the life? Now, are you referring to the blood, the life as in the blood points for me using my healing skill, or actually towards my HP as in it's every time I hit, it's refilling my health? Oh, gotcha. I see how it is. Alright. Blood is life. Yes, I understand now that you point that out. Okay. We will stick to biting people, because that's more visceral and enjoyable. Now the key thing... I'm not sure if you've watched any of this game or not yet, Guitar. But they do stray from the Bram Stoker's Dracula in terms of some of the things that they're weak against and their powers and what have you. And they actually make reference to that one of the hunters in here, that the Bram Stoker's book has been such a disservice to spreading the falsehoods of what vampires are weak against. Namely, garlic was what I was talking about at that point, and how we don't really care about that garlic unless it's a fresh plant.
It's locked.
Apparently, we hate fresh plants. Blood drain ability does refill your... Okay, your blood mana bar. Yeah, that's what I figured it would do. See people down there. Somebody I don't know. Let us go. Wait. Because his door was... The administrator's door was locked and closed. It's asked to speak to me later. Not now! Oh my god. Oh yeah, I was supposed to analyze the blood at the workbench. But I am looking more towards finishing talking to everyone. There you are. Okay. Oh, they're inside. Yep. Fine. Oh, I can't yet.
It's locked, all right.
There's the highlight is an investigative option, so you can use your vamp site to eavesdrop or spy on people. Ooh. Go in his room. Alright. Now, one of my...
Perhaps I should have considered the offer for that cabin.
Another doctor here that I haven't spoken to. See if he's hiding behind closed doors as well. Oh, hello. Oh, talk to you, Pippa. Yeah, there's a couple doctors that are kind of hiding around the place. Aha! Oops. Speak to me.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
You say flirt with him, Guitar. And while I haven't had any flirt options so far, earlier in the game, I had a blood-soaked shirt. It was ridiculous. And I was running around town, talking to people in bars, and they're like, yeah, whatever. We like you. We'll talk to you. And it was so confusing to me. Oh, on your eat list, eh, PD? Do you have a problem with me?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
I can see where you're coming from already. I'm trying to be a polite, upstanding gentleman. There's no need for such animosity.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Oof, this guy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, Perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
New hint. Disproves modern messaging. Now, well, I haven't run any experiments myself yet. Strickland, though, is apparently running some interesting things
Tell
that I
me,
found out
Waverly,
about.
what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Right, so this was the guy that the war vet, I guess I'll call him, because with that shell damage, was talking about between him and the other doctor were fighting over.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I don't really trust his judgment. I'll assume the consequences.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
That was all personal. I mean, life in London.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Let's see, I've saved many lives. Knowledge is our main weapon. I've saved many lives.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
A hint of undertoned annoyance right at the end there. It's like we can at least agree on something. I think, yes, I agree, PD. This is the first person in this entire game that I'm this close to wanting to just bite in the neck. I can deal with the other ones. They haven't been too bad. Yeah, they might be a little brutish or
Thank you for your time.
untoward towards me, but this guy is just downright hostile and not very pleasant.
It's locked.
Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to be able to open that or not, but apparently.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Nothing like taking out that life insurance right before their death, right?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
One here. Scroll down here. Okay, there we go. Just had to fix some settings here.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Especially that other guy who thinks a little highly of
Tell me
himself.
more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Pippa saves beds for patients who can pay. Oh, Pippa. Not very good.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Oh, wow, she needs all the hints. Yeah, Pippa's
Goodbye, Mrs.
starting to
Goswick.
look a little shifty there.
I'm all right. Don't waste.
Good evening. I'm
Your
Dr.
list of
Reed.
people to EP
Can I
is
help at all?
starting to
No,
get a little
really?
long there.
Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Few people. There's the bartender, Pippa, the doctor. Not the bartender, that drunk guy in the bar. Okay, I guess it just seemed like a lot to me at first because my list of people that I knew was rather small in the beginning.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
This
How
guy.
painful.
This guy.
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Just
evening,
kidding.
Mr.
I'm going to talk
Goswick.
to you some more.
How are you? Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of.
That's interesting.
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
There you go, guitar. Got a nice view of that lovely. Just for you.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But
All
don't
right.
hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
So I've gotten a good... Fatigued. 3 more people I haven't fully talked to yet. One of which is over there. Aha, success.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore.
Respect.
All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too.
He has some
Most
interesting
people
facial
fear,
expressions.
or at least have a respect for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Almost everybody here's been part of the war. I was a medic in the war. The other guy was in the war. Like, was it him? He was in the war? Zitran! Hey, how's it going?
How did you get this job?
After I left
Haven't
the
missed too
army,
much yet.
I worked
We're just
as
going
an
around talking to
undertaker
some more
down
people
by
that I
the
missed the
docks.
last time.
A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Yeah, I'd agree that it very rarely happens. I mean, they were digging mass graves. And they were throwing bodies in there. That's where I came from when I rose as a zombie. 1918, the Great War killed a massive percentage of nobility and everybody else. I guess. I just find it interesting that like a large portion of the people I'm meeting were in there. Although, I mean, same thing after any Great War. You're going to see a lot more people there. And then as it progresses further and further in the war, more generations come out, then it starts with people that are not as affected. They're able-bodied men fought in the Great War in Britain. Yeah, and that's the thing, that's why as well they started getting the women into the factories and everything, right? What the hell? I did not say hey Siri. What the hell? Go away. So during that little talk right there, apparently Siri decided that I was trying to talk to her. Whole generation of men died. Yeah, but I mean, stuff happened during those times.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Yep. Like I was just saying, there's mass graves everywhere right now.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yes, very relieved. Yes, we're not going to mention what happened to her.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very
Doesn't
cautious,
sound
sir.
very
I've been a doctor,
accepting of this.
and all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
He makes a good point. As you live, if you are immortal, you'll be able to experience so much more than your regular life, where it starts to become, what haven't you experienced? A lot of a human's life is trying to experience new things, and if you don't experience anything, you get into this whole bored, monotonous existence until you suddenly get your spark of interest peaked once more. It's like, oh hey, and then, I mean, that's also a lot of how humanity's been ever increasing in technology and whatever as well, is that curiosity and so on. But if you felt that you found everything already because you've lived so long, I agree, you'll start turning to random things to try and spark that little bit of interest. You're not going to care nearly as much about the good, as it were, anymore. Such a weird thing to use hypnosis. Do you believe in an afterlife, Rakesh? That's true. These are pressing issues that we just need to know. What do you believe in? Heavy shit, man. Yeah, that's... They've brought in a couple interesting points in this game so far. I mean, this is actually the first discussion where I felt a little bit, oh god, I need a 4 mesmerized to get this guy. Where I've actually kind of been able to see a bit more further, a bit deeper of a meaning behind what he's standing behind.
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I like this guy.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Let's see what you got. You got codeine. Oh, okay. He sells opium to anybody. An enigmatic formula. Now this intrigues me. But I'd take half my coin. We'll hold off on this for now. Oh, let me in. No.
I cannot enter.
Court medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about
Somebody else there.
I managed to arrange to have
Wait.
you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Oh, he's talking to the corpse in the morgue. Never mind. Take it back, I'm sorry. Alright. That just leaves 2 people left to talk to. One of which, I believe... Never mind. People that I have not met. Now there's also... Ooh. Grumbled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked for by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for I took care of everything. I asked some of the neighbors, and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first. I realize now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nicolai. Well, that's not going to be happening. Oh, this is the last hint. I can go talk to him. Another... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm just taking all the money off the dead now. No respect. Alright, so I have a hint for Milton. A hint for the war vet. Need to talk to about.
Disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Did I have a hint
What
for
can I
her
do
as
for you,
well?
Doctor?
If you could point me...
Second,
Oops. And Miss...
I gave him a sedative to.
What kind...
Will you accept?
Now
Thank
these
you,
are all
Nurse
things that I
Crane.
know. Good. Ah. Oh, nope. Nope. None of neither of you.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Already talked to the vampire lady. Ah, but yes, this is the area that I'm looking for.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Why do
Looking
you
at your
feel
injury.
responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
True enough. So the hints are worded weirdly. There are hints that reveal who they are, which increases their blood quality, and conversation hints that unlock new conversation quotes. So not mutually exclusive. Oh, great. Are we running around trying to talk to people? I got a hint about you! Okay. Fire. Fire injuries. Now I know... Beauty's not everything is not really something you can't hide forever.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Hint failed. Oh. Hint lost. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So you can lose hints. So now his blood is...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Huh.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Well, that's interesting because as well, I mean, they commented that there were 2 doctors fighting over him and what they should do. And he seemed alright in going along with whatever.
Fear and disgust on every street
Or
corner.
am I thinking of the other guy with the arm?
Daily routine.
Well, I'm probably thinking of that guy, actually. Goodness. Alright, wrong target. Let's go finish this one. Kinda wanna finish this quest. Different dude, yeah, that's what I thought. Right when I said it, I was starting to think, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. Ooh, District Serious. Official health warning to the citizens of London. Curfew. Official health warning. Curfew will be sounded at 9 p.m. by the church bells. All citizens must keep off the streets from that time until 5 a.m. Until further notice, a citywide curfew has been implemented. It is imperative that you wear your mask to prevent the spread of infection. If any member of your household becomes ill, inform the authorities immediately. Due to curfew, not opened after 9. Oh, well then. Ooh. Oh, dude, it's a skull. Oh, jeez. Interesting. Well, this is a higher level area, I suppose. Wet Boot Boys note. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one. LB. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market. He delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders. And a new investigation. Oh, gosh darn. We got some brawlers. There's a guy over there. There. 12, 10. Oh, come on, I was locked onto him. Find it.
Die, vermin!
Oh, wow, yeah, it's taking a while to cut these guys. Gosh, leave me alone! I'm stuck in the corner. I'm already missing the stick. Who's shooting at me? This guy. This guy. Oh, this one dropped really easily, though. Really like the stake. I feel like guns are weak. I agree. Right now, even though it's a special DLC gun and what have you, I really Don't like it. I mean, okay. It does a lot more damage, and I agree. I did notice that it was doing decent HP damage. But other than that, I mean, the main reason why I'm using the Y button or my offhand is because I want to stun. Otherwise, I'm going to be using my 100 damage sword. He's got disgusting, dirty hands. Oh boy. Citizen to save. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Oh shit.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
Okay, yeah, he's endangered. Okay, I got you. I got you. We're using a knife that just gives blood. Ooh. See, that'd be nice too. Nothing here. Whites. No! Whoops. Holy shit! That was like 2 hits and I died. What did you miss? Nothing, I died! I was not expecting that. Oh, damn. They done fucked me up, alright. I agree. Oh. Obviously, this is indeed a higher leveled area. Nom 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 nom. Either that or they just hit like a truck and I was doing like a poor job. Obviously, I was doing a poor job running away from them, but... Oh shit, I can't even dodge, man. Oh shit. That's not hard. That's slurpy derp. Oh shit! I did my Y attack right into that rubbish. Alright, down to 1. Nom 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 nom. Oh, I didn't dodge out of the way fast enough. Did a rat? Why you just do that? Because they give me experience. I know, gross rats. I know. But blood is blood. There we go. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Jesus! They're packed with protein. Vampires love it. Fuck, this guy's like just blocking all my stick blows. But then again, I'm also not really paying attention, I think, to his block animation right there. It's my own fault. I was just wildly tapping my Y key. One thing I do like is this isn't like where if I run out of stamina, I'm not stuck waiting for it to regenerate. What the fuck? Jesus. Unable to do anything. As soon as it regenerates a little bit, I can. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's finish this bastard off. Ha! Not this time. Whew. There we go. That was the first hard fight. Hashtag hard fight that I had this game. Even the first boss I didn't care about that much.
Get away from me! Touch me with your disgusting
A lot of biting both ways. Let me see. Bulletproof. Gotta. We're both necking each other, taking turns. It's okay, buddy. I got you. I got you. He's got the same hat as me. He must die.
What? What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir.
I'm
You're
the
safe.
doppelganger.
A fellow
Wow.
Englishman. Thank you,
Nice to
sir.
be-
For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
You rescued a citizen. He will return to his district the following night. Excellent. 1918, complaints about immigrants. 2018, complaints about immigrants. Seems it's something that never changes.
You had better return to White.
Safety isn't really an issue in what.
Yes, I don't need to talk to that fool again. Ooh, Clovis. Rusty box
This is
skills.
Braille.
Text and Braille.
I need someone who can read this.
With just the cure for blindness. One day we'll get to complain about those stupid Martians coming over and stealing our jobs. There'll always be a complaint of something. Right, it looks like I finished all that. Unlock the door. Look, Ma, I'm free. Alright, so someone who can read a 1 out of 4. Don't know the person. Choose what to do with the recruiter's note. Good beats. Alright, so it's looking like. Okay. We can go back to this quest. Find the local command post of the Guard of Prewin. Now, obviously, it's probably something I can do all at the same time as the main quest, most likely. Oh, why looky here. All of my food has respawned. Oh no, I dropped down and I cannot get back up. Dare you wave flames in my face? Oh, I was pushing A instead of B. Self up and not dodge that flame. Ooh, I look pretty well burning. Oh wow, that actually did a lot of damage to me. Haha! Success is mine! Somebody dropped something. Let's go forth and collect our spoils. Sexy. Hello, people! Ooh, that did a bit of AoE damage. Ah! Oh, oh my god. I'm so used to pushing A for dodges and stuff. I went and pressed. I was sitting here pressing A. And can dodge, no problem. Nope. Might help if I press the right button. That would do it. That would do it well. Oh, so I gotta go start from over here again. Oh, my blood. My blood's gone. Back to the coffin for me. Oops, wrong button. Oh my gosh, I will learn how to press the right buttons. Maybe I need to do some keybind changes. I've been continually trying to press A to dodge instead of my B. My goodness. I swear combat isn't actually this hard. Slurp. Ooh, dodge that one. Ah, I dodged too early that time. Ooh, shotgun to the face. Oh my goodness. I disrespected the shotgun. I left him for last because I figured, I mean, all these other fights, they have yet to fire a shot. And then all of a sudden, now this guy, even though I'm in his face, he's actually willing to finally show me just what the shotgun can do. So now, yeah, I'm good at this. I see. I'm sitting there getting destroyed over and over. Okay, we're going to take out the shotgun guy first, because I can dodge the flames a lot easier. Oops. Might help if I don't let all of my... Okay, there we go. Oh, oh, nice drive. Oh, a bit more reach than I did. Go. Heal up. Gonna fire. And there we go! Suddenly I make it look like it's no problem at all. Oh, man. Really, I was just wanting to make sure that I got good drops. This time I got drops from all three of them. First time there's only one. Second time I think there's only one drop again. Don't you have a gun? I changed it. I changed it to my stake because I don't have to worry about ammunition or accidentally killing people. Because the stake doesn't have as much damage. The stakes were too high. I like it. Gun's not great. Yeah, there's that as well. As I mean, the damage seemed to be okay. Nom, nom, nom. My goodness. I was just going to kill you, but now I'm going to have to bite your neck again. I've got to stop using all of my stamina in one run. That's what's the main thing that's doing it for me. I'm not leaving myself stamina to actually dodge with. go. It's interesting that their stun bars keep getting higher and higher as you stun them as well. So this way you can't just continually easily stun the same person over and over again. So they have a resistance, essentially, that gets higher and higher as you go along. Like that guy, the first stun was 3, second stun was 4. By the time I was done there, I think he had like 5 or 6 hits that were going to be needed. More lockers. More bullets. Sadician. Vinton. Alright, let's take a look at our handy dandy notebook. No, zoom in, that's what I wanted. Oh, I went the wrong way. I need to go around the other way. Oh my goodness. Oh. Looks like it's supposed to be in the building. Still the reports leading. Ah, good. I do like that idea. Any heartbeat? No. Up the stairs. Shh, shh. Try to sneak up on people as I run and spot loudly. Oh, just look at that guy fly. Glass vial. Ooh, hey, what's this? I used a used Greenwind steak. Is that better than my current steak? It has 15 stun base. Ooh. A modern steak made of the best alloy with the pre-win symbol engraved on the grip. That's the knife you use? I mean, the steak's the knife? Oh, it's in that room. Okay. I'm sitting there going, I don't know what you call a knife. Siri, what the hell?
Okay. It's no big deal.
I mean, I'm not even saying that any hey Siris or anything like that. Report about Pembroke, 2nd of November, from Scout Louis Cognier to Mr. Geoffrey McCullum. Object, Pembroke Hospital. Survey, vampire activity. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, and we can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the absence of a female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked inside the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea. According to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against the skull by the canal, he may be a memberhood of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires, protected by those bloody traitors of the Stole. We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. Well, shit. Alright, locker. Bullets. Shillings. PD has me excited for this knife. Small bottle, large box of pills. Damn it, PD, where's this knife? There's no knife in this room. There was just this spike. Unless it's different per playthrough. That could be also the case. In which case, I am saddened. I would like that knife. If it gives me blood just for stabbing people, that's so lovely. Oh, wait. Oh, I got excited. Alright, fine. Back to the hospital. Nobody's respawned, so it looks like it will be an uneventful trip back. Wait. I almost didn't rummage through this trash for that lovely small bottle. Boom. Let's see, That's going up over towards this way. Don't really need that right now. Let us go reassure Thelma Howcroft. Oh, I also wanted to talk to what's-his-face about how he is taking coin for bed. Bolton? Was it? I thought I saw a shimmering light. I think this is Bilton right over this way. Hey, you!
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Milton,
Still trying
not
to
Milton,
save
sorry.
lives.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the sea is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
You know, I think I'm starting to get my own bite list.
I'd like
People
to
that
see
I just
your
want
goods.
American
Wise choice,
healthcare.
Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little on my nerves here. They start munching fools. You know what? It's getting hard. I'm telling you, Zaytron, it's getting hard. I want to try making sure that I'm a good person still, even though I'm a vampire. But fuck, these people. Pardon my language, but they're starting to piss me off, some of them. Where is Hawkins? Can pay for the hospital bed, then buy a gun from me. Is Clay Cox still freaking down there? He's supposed to have been brought up. Okay. Let's talk to Thelma. Oh wait, you're Hawkins. Okay.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
So you don't mind Milton charges the people have money? Does he? Because he was just saying that he charges pretty much people who want a bed to guarantee it. But I will be right back in a moment here. Gotta go quickly use the restroom. Might help if I turn on the mic again. Alright. So, I was attempting to get myself a nice fancy hat to kind of go, the bowler hat to go with the game here. This is one of my son's favorite hats. He enjoys wearing it quite a bit there. I thought it would fit quite well. Now, unfortunately with these damn headphones, it's falling off quite a bit, but we'll see how long it can last. As well, thank you, Zetran. I mean, you and I used to have the same one there. I must admit, I do like your periodic table one quite a bit. I gotta say, this small hat looks really funny on my head. Alright.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
You put a price on hope. This goes against everything you swore to uphold as a nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reed. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
Ooh, calling us out.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
That is one thing I'm a little disappointed with the hints in this game. While it does open up additional dialogue and so on, so far, a lot of the hints haven't really done anything. Now, if you're eating people, I mean, it does increase the experience you get for eating them. But other than that, if you're not doing that, I feel that it's kind of wasted time. Yeah, I'm getting a bit more storyline, and I'm getting to know about each person a little bit more, which is great. But at the same time, there's no reward for me to do it if I'm not going to be biting them and draining their blood. Like, for example, this guy. I got all of his hints. He's done. That's 2,000 experience there. Did it get me anything? No. So, even though I've learned a little bit more about him, and a little bit more about the world around me, that's really the only benefit I got from it. Which, as a tangible in-game reward, I'm a little disappointed about. Because you're already being disadvantaged by not eating people, and getting like 2,000 experience would be freaking huge. So much extra stuff that I could be doing. Ooh, there's a third level. Okay. We'll go look at this third level because, oh, or maybe I won't because I can't. Take him back. Unless the stairs on this side. Maybe. Ah, foiled once again. Just drink that. Yeah. You see, I'm not sure 100% if you actually kill the person or not.
I cannot enter.
Because I haven't done it. I'm afraid that it's going to save as soon as I do it. So I don't even want to attempt trying it. Alright, analyze William Bishop's blood at the workbench. Let's actually move forward with the main storyline here. Oh, hey. Can actually analyze this clove essence. Let's analyze. Ooh, I've learned new things. Fatigue. I still need more ferrous tartrinate, sodium. Oh my goodness, I need a bunch of stuff for all this crap. Sword. What do I need to get up to the next one? Common handle parts. I have 4 out of 6. Oh, but did I not? Yeah, I did upgrade. Okay, fine. Steak. Use Braylon steak. Can't upgrade it anyways. Alright. Now I could recycle all these guys. Get all kinds of good stuff. Ooh, hey, here's the ferrous tartrinate that I needed. Get out the oh my gosh, guitar. For me. For you. Fine. Alright, you know what? For you. We'll pull out the gun. Now, keep in mind, I can't brandish it in the hospital. So just for you, sir, you can have your choice of the guns that I will use for a little while. We've got the Barker. The used Lupara, this one's like a mini shotgun. Or the used revolver. Now you're looking for the regular used revolver, only 45 damage, or the Barker, which has a couple more additional barrels to it. I know it's a tough choice. This was the one that I was using a little bit earlier. We're just going to play out, but I mean, it is 10 damage less. Whatever, but it's the reliable service pistol used by British troops as the standard sidearm. Go Barker. Alright, we'll pull it back out. So we got a main hand sword. And then an offhand pistol. Great if you want to use it. Yeah, well, that's the thing though. I might not be using it for a while, but we'll see how long it goes before I get frustrated. It's not so much the damage that I was worrying about as more the lack of ammunition. Although I didn't look at the upgrades, I might be able to upgrade it to have more ammunition. You make a good point. Let's take a look at the upgrades. Fine. Analyze. I know. I'll analyze the blood. Ah! I cannot upgrade it. I do not have common trigger parts. Increase reloading time. Oh, that could be nice. Alright, so it will have to be regular. Let's check out this blood. Nothing happened.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
It just cuts them off. You have the health serum unlock. It's how you heal. Yes, I see. You regenerate 300 hit points instantly, then 100. Oh, so that's the serum thing that I saw earlier. Okay. Where you can hold X amount of serums. In which case, I need a bunch more stuff. Now, BD, you've obviously played a lot more than I have. These recyclables, is there any real reason to hang on to them besides... Yes, I've got the hat. How do you do, sir? I figured it fits... It's not quite the same color of the bowler hat as my main character, but it is close. It is my son's hat. He is 3 years old. I'm wearing a 3-year-old hat, or 3 years old hat, and as you can see, it does not sit upon my head very well. But hat nonetheless we shall wear. Recycle them? Okay. I wasn't sure if I should hold on. Okay. I play a lot of JRPGs, and I have. Ooh, actually, on the back of my head here, it feels quite snug and comfortable. But that looks rather weird looking at myself in the camera. Having this hat on the back of my head. I almost feel like those guys that wear their hats backwards and stuff. Du hast mich. Yes. I play RPGs, JRPGs quite a bit, and I hoard items. I don't use them, they sit in my inventory doing nothing all game. So I'm terrible for that. So I was unsure as to whether I should save these for selling or recycling. Especially since some of them say they have good resale value, but looking at the prices of some of those freaking items, it almost looks like I'd be better off. Wait. So I just have random boxes of pills hanging about that I'm just like, yeah, we'll recycle these. We'll, put these pills into this package here. Yeah, this is totally legit. Here you go. Here's some fresh pills, buddy. Oh, boy. Alright, I can actually treat some people now. Now, there are a few people with fatigue in this hospital. So I'm curious if I should actually go treat the fatigue. The 1900, who doesn't have a box of pills lying about? Hey, I agree, back in those days, you freaking had drugs in your bloody... What was it? Cough syrup had cocaine in it, was it? I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. I think it had cocaine in it or something like that. But either way, I mean, like, yeah, the ailments and the things to heal them. Coca-Cola had it, I think. Yeah, I think it was, which is why it had that reputation for being addictive. So we have 2 fatigues. You know what else had a ton of cocaine in it? Oh, what? More cocaine? Sigmund Freud. 2 fatigues. Just to try things out. Crafting, you have enough components to craft a medicine, treatment, or serum. I would like to treat someone for their fatigue. So who has Clay Cox? Now he's the guy that got stabbed in the street. And apparently he's only fatigued. I guess a doctor went over there and stitched him up or something? I don't know. We'll go do him because I hate that other doctor. He's a pompous son of a bitch. Yes, I could rest to evolve, but I don't want to right now. He's sleeping from his stabbing. Clearly, that is all you need to do. Where's what's-her-face? She's not here to nibble on that other guy's ear. Where is she? Ah, there she is.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
Because they love you.
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it.
The
I have become undone.
Oh, yeah.
Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood.
Oh, I like
One
to
day.
drink your
Thank
blood.
you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep that
A watery,
proposition in
rich
mind.
blood sample. Alright, so she's completely done.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
As soon as she's done, she's like... Ew. Yeah, I guess that could be taken a couple different ways, perhaps, and one of those would be quite you. A real man loves his lady every day of the month. Alright, let's see here. If I finish her up, I wanted to give that fatigue medicine to... Alright, Clayton. I'm getting distracted way too easily. He is, last I saw, still down there. Just trying to remember how I got down there. Ah, right over here. Suruban drinks from the Red Sea.
It's locked.
Wait, what? Okay. Alright, buddy, you're fatigued from the...
What happened? Did I black out?
Son of a bitch! Alright, unless... Is there a way I can specifically use it? No, side note, not a pleasant way to find out there's a Red Sea. Damn.
Did I black out?
Okay, so obviously can't do anything right there right now with him. It'll have to be for later. Yeah, no. I was going to say something, but, you know, I don't know how that will reflect on various other things. I'm just going to hold my tongue.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets. Even though I have a thing saying that you're exhausted. Okay, Mortimer Goswick, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Where are you? Oh, that's actually on the inside. You're heading home, see you later. Oh, okay. You have yourself an enjoyable evening. We'll see you if you tune in when you get home. If not, have a safe trip and an enjoyable evening.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Oh, he senses this fatigue thing on me. He's all like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going? You got some of that good stuff."
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded.
Oh wait, this is the guy that loved me. Never mind.
Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring
I'm getting confused about who's who now.
I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
I believe it.
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Now, I don't have any options to give people remedies, despite having crafted one. Now, what I'm assuming is because I'm jumping the shark here. I've gone too far past the main quest into doing extra stuff. So I need to go rest to evolve, and then get a new main quest where it'll probably give me a tutorial that, hey, this is how you make people feel better. And then I can start doing that. Let's go have a nice rest. Look at what we can evolve, and go from there. We'll look into our soulful eyes. Now I have 1,000 experience. 10% bullets, 1 syringe, heal, hard biting does a lot more damage. Now, I done got fucked up good, so maybe some extra health might be nice. Coagulate. I had that, but I have to figure out how to use this then. Because that would Tactical Shadow Veil, drain stamina to go invisible. Yes. Spring. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. You know what? Let's grab this. I like being able to leap upon my foes. I just jump them. Pin them down to the ground. Hey baby. How's your night going? the following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
You drink the rats. Alright, so I have a couple new quests. Let's take a look. So, help the Pembroke Hospital to cope with the epidemic. I need to answer the door. Come on, I don't have all night. What do you want?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had
I like
to
her
use our
grimace
wits to
there.
overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have.
Just look
Everything
into the
used
camera,
to
she's
be
breaking the
stored in
fourth
old
wall.
morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
The way she talks just bothers me. Some of the other people, their mouths are fine, but she talks like this. She's like clenching her teeth. Yes, sir. This is what I'm doing. It just bothers me. Alright, enter the old morgue. Now, there was some other quest thing that it... I thought it was shown. Maybe that's just... Let us go forth and look for this lovely map. Way over there. So it looks like taking a right and going down there would be the fastest way. Go, go, go! We have people dying and suffering. Just help them. I did already get rid of the skulls in this area. So unless they respawn, we should be fine. Ooh, I wonder if that's where they came from. I could have also apparently left the hospital from a different area. Oops. Alright. Ah, yes, this was the place I was trying to go into before, I think. Or no. No, apparently not. This is the area. Okay. Let's check out this morgue. They'll always reward your help. Sorry, Guitar, I just haven't come across any combat now yet. It's been, you haven't been able to see your gun. Hopefully soon. Well, I'm wondering why they closed this area. There's no dead bodies anywhere. I don't see any blood. Well, never mind. Like, I don't see any bodily fluids. Oh, there's a bunch of blood all on the floor. Oops. I probably shouldn't have left out this way. Who knows? There might be something out these doors. Yep, just another way to go in. Alright. I'll head back out there. Continue on down.
I cannot enter.
Man, this place is just trashed. Apparently people are just leaving their shillings lying around everywhere. Skull. There you go, there's a couple shots. I accidentally took a little one too many.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
So to give you an idea, earlier the fights that I was doing, the levels that they were showing them at was 12 plus. I think 12 to 15 to finish that one other quest. These guys were level 6. And I can handle these guys no problem. So, yeah. I think I was making things harder for myself.
It's locked.
A little further on. But I did it! So that makes me actually a little bit more impressed with this game. Because it shows that they're not just going to gate you behind... Ooh, more bullets. Excellent. Behind... Oh, no, you're not supposed to go in this area yet. We're going to just throw completely overpowered guys. If you have the skill, you can overcome it. Despite however many continues you might need to use.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Ooh, the basement. I still have a lot of collectibles to find. Now that's the key for the basement, but I still saw stairs lead. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, hello, buddy. Are you gonna run at me? There you go, have some shadows. Alright, we're going to go upstairs. Because I wanna finish exploring upwards first. Well, that was quick. Down we go. The gun? Where's the gun? I just used some blood. So I do need to stun people now to regain some of my blood. Now with limited ammo, I can't just be using the gun everywhere. Here we go. Oh shit, where'd he go? That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Alright, but there's combat, so here we go. This first one we're going to just attack normal. Actually,
and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
So they need skulls need flesh as opposed to blood. Oh hey, there we go, getting some extra bullets. Shotgun shells. Alright, next guy. Oh, apparently refilled my blood somehow. I was not paying attention. Here's the gun. Oh shit. Ooh. So it's done some damage, not the best. I like swords. They have guns in this game doing a little bit of damage plus some stun. So you have your offhand weapons as either melee, that does the most stun damage but next to no health damage. Ranged, which does a decent amount of health damage, but not as much stun damage as melee. For example, this one, yeah, it's stun 10. Whereas these ones... UI details. Stamina 15 stun, so it's a little bit more stun. These ones get increased damage, 5 stun points at the last thing. Whereas this one, extra 3 stun points. Stamina, extra 3 stun points. So these can be upgraded to have a lot more. It sends a message. I don't know if the school... Son of a bitch. That guy trying to jump on me. Swiggity swooty, coming for that booty. Oop, almost missed what he... Watery sturdy bloods. I'm getting a lot of blood samples. Don't tell them. Ooh. Use listing knife. Blood absorb. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press Y to directly absorb blood. I'm sorry, Guitar, but I need to test this. 5 blood absorption. Long and sharp surgical knife.
It's locked.
It's freaking locked. Of course it is. Glass vial. Alright. You went through some blood first. Oh shit, that one shot him. I was not expecting that. Alright. I reached the point where we had branched off. Oh, why you gotta close the door? It's going to confuse me as to where I've been and where I haven't been. Ah. Oh, you appeared out of nowhere. John Doe. Alright, John Doe. Whoa! Ooh, this... Oh, that's nice. Is it a separate shade? Looks like it. I can't target it. Oh, that fucked him up. So I can't do any stun with this, but I get blood back instantly. I don't know, I think I prefer the gun actually over this. Can I change during combat? I can change my equipment during combat. Excellent. Back to the gun. Here we go, Guitar. We'll get that gun back out for you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, that makes a lot more of a difference. Oh, resistant. You son of a bitch. Oh, interesting. So basically it's trying to... Slurp, slurp, slurp. Has an interesting shadow ability. Finish him.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
It is. I could have so many more abilities. Speaking of, I wanted to see. Okay. So left trigger, right trigger. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. I haven't been using my triggers to actually use my abilities. And then there's the ultimate using both of them. Yeah, that spring would have been helpful there, actually. Because I was, yeah, I have to admit, the gun actually did a decent amount of damage there.
Sodium hypochlorite.
So I agree,
Dangerous
the gun was
to
pretty
administer,
huge
but
there.
efficient in the proper dosage.
Oh, I can't read the notes. Only fools take stairs. Oh, they're all blocked off anyways, whatever. Ah, light blood serum. Regenerate 60 blood points instantly. Gun! Can I upgrade you yet? I cannot. I still need one more common trigger part. And then look at that. That's like an extra 14 damage. That would actually be pretty nice. Boom. All right. Probably in that locked chest now. Possibly. Maybe. Hopefully. First, I have to go on the door. Game is trying to tell me something. Trying to tell me where to go. Oh shit! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! Oh. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Shit. That's the main reason I dislike the gun. It's just because the fact that it can run out of bullets. Like, So now that I'm out of bullets, let's actually swap it off back to the stake. Not like I can use it anyways. Yeah, it did its thing. I'll freely admit, it did work on that boss. There's no... one area in here that I'm trying to re-find again. It had a locked chest. Oh, right, this room. It's supposed to be this room. Nothing here. So this room. I've sworn it was this room. Right here, yeah.
It's locked.
Still locked. I haven't found its key. Interesting. Fine, we will go back up the stairs. Still need more ferrous tartrate.
Balls of Mars,
right here.
fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Apparently I missed it when I was up here last time. Craft achievement for fatigue. God, see, I told you. I told y'all that I was going to have to do the main story quest to find achievement for fatigue. Oh, apparently it wants it. Up the stairs. There's a crafting bench, you'd say. Where? Probably up the stairs again. No? No? It was saying it's on that level. I must be missing where there's that craft bench. Craft bench? Craft bench? Art thou, craft bench?
It's locked, all right.
You'd think I'd just be able to use my vampire strength to just bust down any door. I mean, these look like workbenches. Alright, well, you're telling me it's up, but it's really not. I know there was a craft bench down in the basement here. I have to remember where it was. Okay, I think it was in this room, wasn't it?
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, shit is quite locked. Was it in the room with the boss up at the top there? Oh wait, no, that was the... There we go. Alright, so apparently I've got to do another treatment for fatigue, so I'm glad I didn't use it twice. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. $5 says we get jumped by another Skald on the way back. So far, no. Well then, never mind. $5, you know, and the money. I'm going to be losing all these bets. I'll be sitting here like, okay, well, it's all going to pool up, and then I'll have to just go buy a game that you all recommend, I guess. Alright, so Dorothy Crane, where are you? Back over this way. Found you.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, I did.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls.
When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. She looks at something of Mass Effect Andromeda. You know, I've heard so much about that game and how special it was. Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
But I haven't ever played it myself. In fact, I've only ever finished the first one. And then, at that point, the second hadn't released yet. Then, lots of time had passed. My hard drive had gotten destroyed from some error or whatever. One of the disc plates got, like, blew up or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. And then I had wanted to play through the first one again because of all the choices I had made to carry over into the second one. And then I just couldn't get back into the first one. So then I never ended up playing the other ones.
How Why did your mother...
My mother...
Okay. First, it's not aged well. It's hard to play now. Yeah, that was the thing. The combat was rough for me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Miko wrestling. The one nice thing that I have to say, though, is that...
My sweet girl.
I wonder if I can give it up to him now.
Good evening, Dr. Strange.
Nowadays, at least, I can find maps. Maps online, so this way I can find everything easily. Back when I first played it, I don't think there was really any maps yet. Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive experience boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Yeah. Prompt came up, use right mouth to use medicine on him. Oh, thank you. I did not notice that.
It's locked.
Son of a bitch.
Sweet girl.
What?
Treats me like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
What's that? Like a big bunch of blood, probably from a dead body.
It's locked, all right.
I don't get this. You.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
He said right mouse.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir.
Okay. Sit down. Sit your ass down!
Hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
My sweet
Woman, get away. Okay, so
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Medical checkup. You see, that's... Because, yeah, that what that is it tells you... Okay, I'm sorry, I have to take off this hat. It's just bugging me too much. Yeah. It tells me what their blood quality is, and how to cure them, and so on, yes. But...
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Oh! I was pressing right trigger, not right button. Mouse button.
You are not a burden,
That's why.
sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Alright, perfect.
I have
Thank
to
you,
go now,
Ruguba-san.
sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Actually, let's
Good
see
evening,
how...
Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Now he is currently recovering.
I have to go now, sir.
The benefit of the doubt.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alright.
Good evening, Doctor.
But no.
Goodbye.
Shoo. Shoo, woman. So I couldn't even talk to him, but I could talk to Mortimer Goswick. Wait, that's what I just did. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to him soon then. I'm sure he'll be moved to the hospital maybe as soon as I finish talking to Edgar. Yo, is you thermal chocolate flavors now? Swanson is right here.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Just standing there with the skull.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body.
Oh, he's making out with it now.
An ultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Swansea kind of has a William Dafoe thing happening. Ho ho ho. Yeah, I think the words
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oh man, I'm getting mad experience. These main quests are gold. A warning letter. Pembroke Hospital, 25th October. Dearest Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Oh, that freaking Ackroyd. Just get in everybody's business. Although I'm curious as to what issues arose in the past. A rare species of vampire. vampires. As a scholar, an excavate of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampires, and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals, based on what we know and what we've gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was the vernacular term for what we have learned to call Akon? Until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that the Volkods were the Lupin type of vampire, considered these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know it is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Jingxi? Or the Puchin of the southern Chile? And without leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-shaped women sometimes seen flying about St. James Church in Louth? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies, which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described by ancestral British icons as the legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed amongst the mortals and immortals? I tell you, my brothers, we can never be too sure of what we could find, if only we could forget for a few minutes what we're supposed to already know. From Unveiling the Night by Usher Taltree, Primate of St. Paul. This also speaks to today's society. Sometimes people become too wrapped up in what they think they already know.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
To entertain the possibility that they might not know something.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skal, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Steak. Well, the thing with steak, though, is it's not fresh, alive. That's the one thing I was always confused about with needing live blood. Is, I guess the red blood cells do deteriorate. So I think, or whatever's within the blood, because blood does get toxic after a while. So I'm guessing there needs to be a certain quality to the blood. It needs to be a certain... I don't really know what the word I'm looking for.
How do Skals come into existence?
A certain quality.
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skal?
A Skal is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
The blood has to be extremely fresh. And that's the thing, why? Why does it need to be that fresh? Yeah, let's just go talk to the benefactor. They were supposed to be somewhere down here. Oop, oop. It looks like they're outside.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, I need to go actually outside. Alright. Ooh, hello. More glass vials for me. Oh, well, she's got a Y right over top of her anyways. Things a little easier. Let's see if there's anything.
Good evening, Nurse
It
Bradley.
deoxidizes.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Nothing new there. I talked to Milton, all he has to offer. Nothing hiding here. Alright, lady. You!
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way
You
to
saw
talk.
her early.
You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Oh, this girl. Renfield, you idiot! Glad to see it. Don't feel played, but I do. Swansea seems to really fancy vampires.
It seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
I believe her. She's been pretty helpful so far.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Alright, well right there, that answer also shows that she is trying to help. She doesn't want me to kill this person.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Water clapped back on me while I was drinking, just splashed in my face. Actually, I'm curious more why she's not solving it
herself. If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Interesting.
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must
She's
stop.
quite fair as
I
well.
need
Well
assurance.
spoken. Let's give my blessing. Let's check her out. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, look at those boots too. Hmm. That hair color does it well for me too. Oh man, and that hat. Oh, sorry, we're talking about her. Gotcha. Let's see here. Oh boy, it's that mysterious new people to talk to. Yeah, I'm actually quite curious if you do start getting. Oh, now this door's open. Surprise. If I will get romance options. I mean, she's another of my kind as well. So I don't have to worry about accidentally biting her in the throes of passion and turning her into a vampire. Royal Garden Hall Theatre. Lightfitch presents Doris Fletcher. Sappho. Small bag of junk.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up!
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Now, they did mention that I have to be delicate. So I definitely, even though this is a white thing, I don't want to even ask, are you the blackmailer? Because I'm worried that that would be taken very poorly.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Yes, I already know a nurse and the other guy are together.
Miss Jones.
Again?
Now,
So if there's any additional questions. Oh, excellent.
if
How are
you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Them refugees again.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones.
Alright. So
The
we
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Daily routine.
Ah, there's Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about...
Let me get...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Dorothy Crane and Gwyneth Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Yeah, well, that didn't really...
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Boy, that sure got us far.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if...
Alright, Dorothy Crane. Who was that again? That's someone I have not met then. Oh. I talked to unknown person.
Is our little mystery closer to being solved?
Oh, I didn't want to talk to you. Jew, scat, be gone. I'll talk to unknown there. Sheep this way.
I cannot enter.
Oh, there's something that just happened there.
It's locked.
Where is Nurse Dorothy Crane? Oh, you. I remember you. She's usually on the main floor. Dorothy, where are you? Oh, he's here now!
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Well then.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Oh, this guy.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a
Roachy raid! Since Kiz isn't around to raid, well, Roachy, I appreciate you coming by yourself as well. I gotta say, I've been doing a couple solo raids as well. Hospital sounds like the one that you used to live by. Yeah, Guitar was just saying everyone's so nasty. I mean, I've got medicine for this guy's fatigue, but I really don't want to give it to him. I mean, he just killed someone's brother for who knows what.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
This fucking guy.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Oh shit! No! I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I pushed the wrong button. I didn't want to mesmerize him. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I still talk to him? Did that screw him over?
Hey, Doc.
Okay, thank goodness. Ooh. I just wanted to see if I could mesmerize him. Still from after last time.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day,
Oh,
I'll
he's the
leave
leader.
this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
That's good to know. Leader for his recovery. Okay.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Huh. Oh, hey, there's somebody unknown down here now. Don't worry, we're safe from watch. Eavesdrop. Press L to activate your senses. If citizens becoming suspiciously, their heart will emanate a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you'll unlock a special interaction. We call them fisticuffs. What's the special glow they're talking about? The same.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats.
Fucking rats?
Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who...
Phobia of rats. Okay, it looks like you fell off the ugliest, the tallest ugly tree at every branch. Yeah.
survived the trenches suffer from musophobia.
Well, his
I'll see what I
teeth
can do
appear
for your
alright so far. Random user number 4.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital.
This the guy
I
that
think he went to the
shivved?
sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
No.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Where is she? Hearing a mobster voice. see her anywhere. She's supposed to be down there. Must have missed her. Oh, right there. Oh, okay, so they're like stars. Oh, okay.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Missed it to fit in with the times, Rochi. For a while there, I too was wearing one of these lovely hats. I'll put it on again just for you. It was annoying me because it kept falling down. Retrieve the thug in the sewers. Ooh. It's like right in my face. Lower it a little bit. Alright, where's this? I don't think I refilled my ammunition while I was out.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
I'm sure he'd walk normal if he used a crowbar just lodged up through his Krasak. But you see, that's half the fun, is just feeling that just riding right up in there. Oh, hey, I got some opium. Sweet. Oh shit, there's blood everywhere now. Yeah, all kinds of parts.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Right, well, it's a rogue skull. Oops. Oh, nom 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 nom. Sewers look like a cool place to hang out. Well, you know what? In some of the areas of the hospital, it actually looks just as bad. Just ride it up more like rammed up there by just being propelled by rockets. Oh shit. Oh. Ah. There we go. See, this is the difference combat makes when you actually remember how to dodge and press the right buttons to do so. You don't get touched. Grab some shillings. Yeah, you missed it, Rochi. I was in a sore state earlier. The combat. I mean, the combats I don't find too hard. Oh shit! Oh shit! I got ambushed. What do I get for talking? Oh shoot! Didn't notice he was jumping at me. Okay, just gotta stab him. Is this like Helsing? Only Alucard as a doctor. Well, basically, I was a surgeon, a war surgeon, and I was ambushed in the alley one night for some lovely butt sex, or something like that. And I woke up in a lovely pile of bodies, and now I'm a vampire, and I am being employed by a hospital to help do various things. Ooh, a common barbed cudgel. See the fresh air. go up this way. It sounded like he was... So in this game, you can choose to save the citizens. You mean barbed wire bat? I got Lucille. Ooh, I see a couple skulls over there. Shillings? Oh, hey! An egg. Way in and out. Which I don't necessarily need right now, because I want to be there. I think I bypassed this area before earlier, and these were locked. So now, I'd get to go in. Huzzah! Right, I keep forgetting about my other abilities that I bought recently. Okay, we're going to try one of them out. I want to try to leap on these bastards after I do these, and then boom. Nope, dodge. I was out of the stamina there. We're gonna take it off tonight. Alright, see you later, Guitar. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher.
Yes, I
Please,
found
I need
him.
to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating.
What?
I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
What the fuck?
Are you sure you're all...
Yes.
Out of my way, I want the chest behind you. I want my just rewards. Bing. Little vessels. He sees me murder these two like monsters in front of him. He's just like, yeah, no, all's good. Okay, where was I at? That was the exit. I had chosen to go that way. Alright, now we're going down. Okay, right. I went up this way because I heard him shouting out. Asking for help. There's a rat. Nom, 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 nom.
I have this thirst for blood.
And don't get me wrong, I am happy about that.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
We sound so unhappy about that. The Ban of the Dragon, concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's stole. I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us. It would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I also would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty mortal, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either. But what I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Banshee himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Intriguing. Oh gosh, I have a lot of experience now. Yeah, well, this guy's not doing so well. Rat!
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, right, yes. This was the way I came from. Up here is that. I've dropped down. Oh no. This will be my doom. Boy, this looks like an arena. It looks like I have to drop down. I sure wonder if there will be a boss fight down here. This looks so ominous. No, it must be perfectly safe. Oh shit.
What sort of creature is this?
No, I cannot. Oh wow, he has a decent amount of health too. So this must be that lupine vampire they were talking about earlier. Oh man. Ooh, that's pretty tasty, I agree. Yeah, I really love the music in this game. The strings that they have throughout it are just lovely. Oh good, I can... Aw, man. I didn't dodge that. I dodged the yell. Ah, shit. I need to dodge sideways right there. Still got me with his claws. Not this time, buddy. Oh, shit. Okay, we're back up. I'm just trying to regenerate right now. Following my rule of keeping some stamina while attacking. There we go. Alright. Oh shoot, I didn't. At least it regenerates pretty quickly. Yeah, if I don't leave enough after that last blow, he gets an attack in on me. Go. Oh, he got me with that. Oh shit. Ouch. I need to level that thing up. is getting a little bit low. Right. Oops, wrong button. He has pretty decent sweeping attacks. So kind of like Dark Souls, you just gotta learn their attack pattern. What it is that you need to do to avoid it. Go.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
I mean, he just came down here too. Wow. There's Crane's voucher. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petruscu's house and present this coupon. Interesting.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Yeah, I don't trust her. It's interesting that they're saying that they are a form of vampire instead of just saying, nope, werewolf. Rat. Oh, that's probably why they put a bunch of rats right here. There we go. Heal myself back up.
Is despicable.
And we're good. Now we are on our way back to the hospital. And possibly to confront that nurse. See what the hell she's up to. Oh, hello. Oh shit, you're a bad guy. I thought you were some drunk in the street. Oh shoot, I dodged into his bite. Oops, wrong button. Blood. There we go. How embarrassing. Oh, oops. I'm so bad at this game.
Are you get them weapons ready? Found one.
What the hell? Oh shit! Shit! We found some vampire hunters. I got trapped into the freaking corner. Yeah, I ended up going into the high-level zone by mistake there. Let's try that again. You rise up once more from the shadows. We will instead go this way. I'm intrigued as to what's over here. Oh, that's the docks. Oh, yeah, no, that's quite far away from where I need to be. Would you look at it?
Stupid beast!
I'm pretty much fresh out of blood. I need more. His wild flavoring of his. I'm going the right way, that's fine. Just appears that I've got some hooligans in my way. The Whitechapel, I need to get all the way freaking up there. Let's see. While I'm here, though, how's everybody? You're recovering. You're recovering. Oswald Thatcher should be here. And he has a headache. It's my solemn duty to make sure that everybody's alright. Let's go upstairs, make ourselves a nice headache remedy. Besides, you know, another conk on the head. Oh, I saw something shiny and it was just the reflection of the bricks. Alright, treatment for sepsis, anemia, fatigue, cold, bronchitis, pneumonia. Oh, I do not know it yet, actually. Let's go ahead and recycle what we've got. Can I upgrade my sword anymore? Not quite. How about L gun? No. But what I can do is regain some ammunition. I was saying in the back here, I could just teleport down. Oh shit, no! I didn't actually want to go down. Drop down, I guess, instead of teleport, but get the idea. Now, the reason why I didn't want to drop down was, ooh, hey, goodies, was that I actually have frick tons of experience. So I want to spend some. Now, the Shadow Mist, as nice as damage as it is starting to annoy me a little bit with how easy it is to miss if they just move just a little bit. Increased range of damage. I mean, it ends up doing a lot. Like double almost the amount of anything else. Oh, but this can stun people and almost do as much damage. Keep forgetting to try using Coagulate on people. Spring isn't really doing much for me. I don't like it. Stamina. Actually, I could use some more stamina. I'm finding that I'm only able to do 3 hits and that I'm spent. 3 pump chump. There we go. There, 45% extra stamina. That will definitely be helpful. And then my health is also, I'm finding, quite low. Let's gain some more health because I'm dying within a few hits. That leaves me with 1,000 hit points left. Blood. I would like to not have to bite people as often. Ooh, that's 600 though. Whereas having the max blood, fine. You know what? We're going to try these claws out. Oh goodness, 1,000. Yeah. Probably because I already gained one ability, so each ability increases the cost. Okay. Although it says I spent 1,000. I don't remember spending that much though. Oh, unless it... No, it doesn't increase the cost of everything. Hmm. Now this uses stamina to suddenly disappear. You know, whatever. We'll do it. We'll grab clouds. Unlock. And that should be good. Oh, hey, now I can get ultimates. Rage. Use control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. The shadows interrupt an enemy in area and inflict tremendous damage. Blood cauldron. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode. I like the sound of that one. Damage to target and anything nearby. I think I'll save up for that one. Alright, so I'm going to be much stronger now. Major district events. Oh, every night the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It's for you to decide a district's fate. So it dropped down and then went back up. Even though I healed 2 people. They're fine. But again, somebody with a headache, that might be why. I went from level 6 up to level 10. Yep, that says a lot about... I don't have one of anything. I've got lots of stuff. But I'm worried that oh, yeah, I don't want to make anything until I need to. Alright, however with that, it is getting a little late in the evening once again, so I will be calling the end of the stream here. We were able to go out, progress the main storyline a little ways there. Level ourselves up, we're going to be quite a bit stronger. I can do several more attacks now in a row without worrying about... I just want to see how many attacks, because that was a decent amount of extra... 1, 2. Oh yeah, there we go. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, okay, so I can do a lot of extra attacks now. This is going to make a big difference. Oh, I didn't change my ability is over. that's nice. I didn't think about... Okay. I could actually still have Shadow Mist. I thought it was specific ones for specific areas. Well, it has a little bit of a teleport forward as well. Alright. That's it for the experimentation I wanted to do. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you all stopping by, and thank you, Rochi, once again for the single man raid. Appreciate it. And once again, as what happened today, I ended up streaming half an hour early. I always make the announcements if there's going to be a change to my stream on my Discord as well as on Twitter. So you can find links to both of those in my About page of the Twitter page. Of my Twitch page here. So you can find it right down below. Anyways, have yourselves a good night. Good night, Zetran. And we'll all catch you around on the next stream. Have a good evening.